This again. This again. This episode is already. Oh my god. All right, now we're live. They can hear us now.
All right. Welcome everyone to episode 82 of the West Coast POPCast. Technical difficulties galore, but we are here for you. Knock is out there. Christian and I are looking for him. We can't wait to have him back, but he's working. But with me right now is Eric Le Champion, the Infinity Champ. How you doing, man?
82 fucking episodes in, and we still have all. And these tech issues are getting worse and worse. That's how I'm doing. You guys missed a whole wonderful discussion on Monday Night Raw. We're gonna recap for you again.
And this time I'll get it right, so don't worry. Big Time Bex beat Bianca in the first half hour of Monday Night Raw, and she's going to move on. She wanted a new challenger. She showed up later on Raw, and Liv Morgan appeared. So it looks like that program may get started, which is exciting. Other than that, Finn and Gable had actually a really good match. I was very happy to see Chad Gable have a good match, especially with Finn Balor. And other than that, there really wasn't much to Monday Night Raw.
Was this the one where Gable hit the superplex, but Finn rolled him up as they landed?
If I remember correctly, yes.
Okay. I remember seeing that and thinking, wow, that's actually that's a damn good spot for Monday Night Raw. Somebody was actually trying.
There's decent spots, and that's the thing. So I apologize here, you can't see us, but we are here. So leave comments, let us know what you thought of Monday Night Raw and all these other shows. But again, decent stuff during the matches. It's just so exhausting and taxing, and there's barely any storyline coming through. But The Miz was eliminated from Dancing with the Stars, so he'll be back on probably next week.
Oh, really? He was... Okay. The second time going back, or third?
I think.
Oh, okay. All right, good for him. He'll be back soon. That's Raw for you, I guess.
That's Raw. Let's go on to Tuesday night. NXT Toxic Attraction continues to show their dominance. New music for Dakota Kai. It's basically the old music, but she screams during the intro now and some other parts. O'Reilly and Wagner are starting their odd program together. Legado del Fantasma, they beat them. And, God, man, I really just... I don't know, man. I really don't like this new cast. Tony D'Angelo's on. I do like him. And Solo Sequoia, excuse me. Is it Sequoia or Sequoia?
I think it's Sequoia. That's what I've heard.
Okay. Anyways, dominant. He beat Jeet Rama, who was one of the 18 eliminated from WWE this week. Other than that, just basic stuff. And, yeah, I don't know. 2.0 isn't really something I'm digging. And during Smackdown, during dark matches, Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano had one. So I don't know if they're headed to the main roster or what, but I have a theory on that.
That's crazy what they're going with. Is Dakota Kai, what's her gimmick supposed? Is she going crazy, or what's the deal with this? What's going on?
With the screaming, I'd imagine so.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, it seems like pink hair is a clear sign that you're gonna go a bit evil in NXT. So we'll see if this works out for her. I hope so.
Yeah. And as for my theory of why O'Reilly and Gargano are having dark matches on SmackDown, I do believe since their contracts are up, they want to call them up to the main roster so they can get put on main roster contracts and then have to wait 90 days after they get released in January with the new fresh cuts. So I think they are doing that purposely, so they have to wait even longer to go to AEW.
Oh, that's evil. That is absolutely evil. I hope that's not the case, but it makes sense.
Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you want to see them on the main roster? I don't know. I think they're better off not going.
Gotcha. Sorry, I muted I responded to you, and they heard me, but you didn't hear me. Yeah, I was saying that's just evil if that's the case. I hope not, but evil.
It's just a very odd thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, at this point, they kind of have to go to the main roster or leave because they're not going to stay in 2.0. They're vets, and they don't want that.
That's NXT. I mean, I don't know. NXT 2.0 is kind of boring to me. I'm not a big fan. I do like Braun.
Yeah. Wait, you like Bronson Reed?
No, Braun the Steiner.
Oh, I don't know why I keep thinking of Bronson Reed. Yeah, him. That's what I meant. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He'll probably show up in New Japan. Actually, I'm pretty excited for that.
Probably.
All right, let's move on to Dynamite. Dynamite. Knock loved this show. He loved this episode. I'll just get that out there. He absolutely loved it. I liked it. There was just some stuff. I have issues with AEW on certain fronts, but Omega beat Angels. My thing with this match is very glad to see a new guy get put in a match with Omega. This is how you should have him fight some of these matches leading up to a pay-per-view, especially the Hangman ending. But the Hangman match has to at least be this long.
Right.
And it needs to be. This was actually a good match, and it gave Angels a lot of offense. So it needs to be equally and more with Hangman at Full Gear.
Completely agree. It needs to be a war. Like, if you do this long form storytelling and you want Hangman to defeat Kenny Omega, who is #1 wrestler of like having the title, it needs to be a war. He needs to convince people he is the champion.
Yep. What was it? Aerostar and Semi Del Sol got defeated by FTR. Inner Circle and Top Team stuff. I really can't stand this. I can't wait for this feud to be done. I know Jericho probably talks to Paige Van Zant in advance about what they're going to do. I really hate it. I hate it so much. We had LJ on a couple weeks back. She did a great article about Empower, the event Mickey James produced, the all-women's event for NWA. There's a quote in there by the virtuoso, Deanna Purrazzo. She said that women's wrestling matters because there are little girls watching. That quote right there sums up why I hate these segments, and I just fucking can't stand them. They set Paige up, and Paige set herself up basically by saying like they avoided the one that I thought they were really going to go for. She said my schedule is wide open because she wanted to be put in the match at Full Gear. I thought a joke was coming for that, but they waded into the joke at the end about how she wants to take on all 5 guys.
And then do you know what the after effect of that line was and Jericho's quip afterwards? What happened online?
Oh no.
As a result, because Jericho said something about like OnlyFans, right?
Yes, he said you can put that on your OnlyFans account.
On Google, Paige Van Zant OnlyFans account jumped, like skyrocketed in Google search.
Oh my god!
Like crazily so.
Okay. I guess good for her. I don't know.
So I mean, there's a market now apparently, and I guess Jericho can unfortunately get almost anything over. First of all, real quick, I will talk about the Paige Van Zandt stuff, but if you guys are listening, for some reason I'm being told that the audio is very funky. This episode is cursed. Without Knock, everything is cursed apparently.
Knock back.
But quick shout out to everyone in chat. You guys are having a great discussion. Keep it up because we will, get to it. What's up, Prime Time? What's up, Supersonic? And what's up, Zemo?
I can't see any of this. It won't even play on my phone, so I can see the chats.
Oh my god, this episode is cursed.
Oh no.
Then when you feel like going over the chat, I'll read it for you. But I kind of have to give them props because I hate this storyline. I don't like any of it. I don't like Inner Circle at all. I don't like the American Top Team, whatever. But I am kind of interested in the match because it's a street fight, right? Like something street fight.
Yeah.
For some reason, maybe I'm excited to see what Proud and Powerful and Sammy do, and maybe Jake, just a little bit Jake. But I hope they booked the match well. They have my interest, even though I don't like the storyline whatsoever.
Right. The only thing I liked about this so far was Jake calling that one dude Popeye, because that's fucking dead on. That's fucking dead on.
I'll give it to TNT, AEW on TNT. They have a great social media team. They jumped on that as soon as he said it. They made a meme.
Good. That is good. Let me run down the rest of Dynamite, and then if you want to hit up the chats and give your opinion on the rest of the show. But Hayter versus Anna Jay. Hayter. I got her shirt in mind. I actually fucking love her shirt. Hayter versus Anna Jay. Anna Jay took the L on that one. MJF and Darby had a little segment. It was fine. And Andrade beat Cody. Miro took over for Moxley. Wish Moxley the best. He's going to come back with the biggest pop. I'll say top 3 pops. The kind where you check the thing with the scale and the sound. Top 3 pops of all time. I guarantee it. I'll call it right now.
Oh, definitely.
But Miro will go on. He will face Bryan Danielson at Full Gear.
Other side, there you go.
Like grease over here. And also, JR told us he's Native American. That's why he can say Indians on TV.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's
yeah.
Okay. Every now and then, this is why I miss watching Dynamite regularly. Just for that one line, JR will say something, and you're like, wait, what? Did you really say that?
He said it, and then he caught himself, and then said, "It's okay. I'm part Native American. I can say that."
Okay. I mean, they don't even call themselves that, but okay, whatever you say, man. Yeah. That's interesting.
Whatever. Yeah, if you want to hit up your opinions on Dynamite, anything going into Full Gear, and then the chats.
Let's see. Sorry, it's just distracted by someone. So Dynamite, I'm interested. Is Cody getting back into your good books? Is Andrade helping him at all? Like, is this feud working?
No, it's not. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's just not working. I don't know. You?
I don't think so. I really think, I know Knox says that like it's working for him, or he sees it could work, but I don't know. I think he just needs to go away and let people miss him.
He does. He needs to go the way of Roads to the Top and just go away. Come back later. They have so many guys that can carry the show. So many guys that aren't even on the show. I do think he does need to go away.
Yeah. But I mean, like you said, you have a segment about what we think about going into Full Gear. You said, yeah. So I'll save it for that. Okay. Going into chat, we got a lot of chat. You guys are blowing up this chat. Thank you so much. Yes. I again apologize for all these tech issues, but Prime Time, how's it going? Yes, we are so close to 600. We're at like what, 593? Seven. Oh damn. Yeah. He asked, who should Keith Lee face in AEW? Who would you have him face?
Oh man. Someone said in the chat on the Rampage live stream this week that they want to see them face Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh.
I say no to that because Hobbs really needs a win and Keith Lee needs to come in strong. So I would just give Keith Lee in the beginning some people that are on dark that are still green.
Would you be open to, let's say Hobbs gets a month of wins, Keith Lee gets a month of looking strong, after that month, would you let them go after each other?
Yes.
Okay. Who do you put over?
I put over I'll do 3 matches so they can each get put over, but ultimately Keith Lee gets put over.
Okay. I like that. But so my big word, I mean, Hobbs definitely has youth. He's gonna be there for a long time. But my worry is that if Keith Lee is there, does Keith Lee just become the better version of Hobbs for a while until Hobbs can prove himself?
Maybe. Team Taz, man, I don't know what's going on with it. They turned into commentary for Rampage.
I know. Okay, let's see. Primetime asking. Also, Supersonic X. Hello, how are you doing? We're doing good. Why did Hit Row not feel the same without B-Fab? Why can't we get an intergender faction on the main roster?
Dude.
Why do you think that is, Zach?
I don't know. It does feel different. It didn't feel right. They didn't. We'll talk about this more on SmackDown because there's some hidden things that were in there that were questionable. But the music got cut differently. I don't know. I don't know why. She worked so well with that group.
She does. She was amazing. This is why we're not going to see intergender wrestling ever in WWE. For some reason, men and women just can't be on the same team, and this is why I'm scared for the bloodline. I don't know if it'll work well.
Maybe that's why Naomi's not going to the bloodline yet. Maybe they don't believe in that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's just bizarre.
Zemo saying at this point he doesn't want anyone with WWE. The company is creatively bankrupt. I'll be honest. As a kid, I did want to, when I was like, oh, I could be a wrestler someday. I did want to be in WWE. Nowadays, no, not one bit. No. For so many reasons. Let's see what else we've got here. Anyone think Rampage should get 2 hours and a new title? Would you do that? Give Rampage 2 hours and a brand new title?
Primetime, you just want to spend another hour with me on Friday nights? I'm for it. Keep the title. I like it because every time I think of it, I think of the video game. So
nice. Zemo giving Eddie Kingston his love, giving him his flowers, as Biggie would say. Eddie Kingston was on fire. His promo on Punk was awesome. Is that Rampage, right?
Yeah. We can talk about Rampage too. It's the same. That's what's next, anyways.
Okay. Let's see. Do you think he'll beat CM Punk? That's kind of also in that vein. If you want to save that for Rampage.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can talk about Rampage now. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. So I thought it was. I had to rewatch that promo with Eddie and Punk because I thought it was weird because I thought it was taped right after Dynamite, but it was a live show. So that changes how I view that promo. But I just feel like both men and Caster and MJF suffer from this too. They want to be the guys that say something that the internet goes crazy over. So they kind of created a storyline for this match with this promo, and it was kind of the same storyline that Eddie did with Moxley. It wasn't bad at all. It's just like Eddie is just he gets turned on so much and tries to sell so hard that it just almost turns me off a little bit.
I get
But
that.
yeah, but that's my thing with Eddie Kingston. It was a good promo. I liked it watching it back the second time.
Yeah, I completely get what you mean. And when it comes to Eddie Kingston, I think you either just like him or you hate him. And like he is what he is. He's not going to change. It works. Like that's a good character to be because people are either going to like you, and you don't have to change, or they hate you, and that's just how it is. But do you think he beats Punk? Do you think Punk gets his first loss at the hands of Kingston?
Punk needs a loss, in my opinion. I'd be fine with Kingston beating him.
Oh, really?
I think it's going to be a slow match, but I think this is the one that makes Punk go like, oh shit, I'm not the old CM Punk, because that's kind of what Eddie was telling him. So I think this would be a nice way to do it.
Okay. I am open to it. I think I'd prefer seeing a young buck beat him, but that storytelling does work. If I could see Jungle Boy be the first to beat CM Punk, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'll take that.
Yeah. There is one thing I just want to hit on the chat real quick. Did Knock leave? And do you guys have a cool thumbnail coming? No, Knock did not leave. That's just for the record.
He never came back from trick or treating. He's out there. Please, in the chats, let us know where Knock is. If you have any Knock sightings, let us know. We need him back.
Exactly. And do we have a thumbnail coming? At some point. I was just, I was pretty lazy last night, and I didn't set the show up properly. Luckily, Zach was on the ball and he set it up for me.
Yeah, Rampage is fun. I like how it's set up. I don't know if I need a second hour just yet, but they do need a second hour. There's so many people and there's so many people coming. And I will say this right now, after these releases, I will guarantee that before Thanksgiving, Rotunda will show up.
Ooh.
I think these releases were what are going to drive Rotunda to want to show up and what are going to drive negotiations between him and Tony.
It's possible. It is. I'm not excited to see these releases for multiple reasons, but the biggest one is back to CM Punk. Will CM Punk return? Will CM Punk be in AEW? Will this person be there? I'm good just focusing on who's there. If they show up, let's just be surprised about it. But
yeah,
we'll see. Maybe if he does show up, that'd be pretty neat. He'll get creative freedom. He'll get a budget, and you won't have to do it crazy Vince anymore. So good for him.
Yeah.
Real quick, another thing I want to touch on chat. Zemo, Eddie is bloody real. I really don't get why you dislike him, man. What's your reason for disliking him, and I'll give mine.
My reason for disliking it is just too over the top, and the way he acts and what he says don't match what previously happened. So his reasoning for attacking Punk isn't what he already said the reasoning was for the week before or online. It's just I don't know, man. It's just too much. Maybe if I was an East Coaster, it'd be more up my alley, but it's just so overacting. And for them to do the Brock Lesnar spot with him on Rampage was almost ridiculous, between him and Punk, where you have referees, officials, and people from the locker room that can't hold either guy back. Like,
Right.
it just doesn't make sense to me. I liked Eddie Kingston before. I was excited for him to come into AEW because I liked the stuff that I saw from before AEW. It's just this. It's like it feels like every time he comes on, he wants to prove that he's not in WWE, and he wants to prove that he can say something that the internet's going to go crazy over. That is why I feel the way I feel towards Eddie Kingston. I want to love Eddie Kingston. I really, really do.
Side note, I just like as scrawny as CM Punk is, I'm sure Marco Stunt could just held him back himself. But I like I said, I think Eddie's character. I think he has one of the only characters in professional wrestling today that's basically not a character. It's just him. That's just him shouting his head off. And like you said, he's real, Zemo. And I think just like real people, you either like them or you don't like them. And I just don't like it. Like, I don't think Eddie Kingston. I wouldn't tell him to change his character. I would just say I don't like your character. That's it. Like, people like you. I don't. It's not like T-Bar where there's an obvious problem that he needs to change.
Yeah.
It's just that's just Eddie's character. It's not everyone's gonna like him, and I think that's what's cool about him. But I'm just on the side that doesn't like him.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other chats that you want to hit up real quick?
Let's see. When the AEW game comes out, should they feature other promotions too? I don't know if they're that generous. They can barely do Impact on TV. We got one more I saw. Keith Lee versus Moose. Would you book that?
Again, both guys have to win. Moose is the champ, but he was booked very poorly by Impact, so he needs a very good run. I'd book him maybe a year from now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I mean, I give Tony Khan props because he books his guys like very old school. He does not want them to lose, and if they do lose, like what's his name, Kenny Omega losing the championship, he had to lose to Christian before Impact got it back. So he's very protective. So the reason why I'm scared of WWE doing cross promotion is because they're way too protective. I'm realizing Tony Khan is in that same boat.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to happen in the video game. It's the whole point of that spiel.
That works. Either way, it's going to be better than the next 2K game from WWE, which is going to have, 10 people on it?
And microtransactions for some stupid reason.
Could you imagine working on that game? Being like, all right, we're done. What? We have to keep working on it now because you fired more people? Ugh.
That's so ridiculous. I want to buy it, but God, they're not convincing me.
No. All right. Well, that was the AEW side of this week. Let's move on to SmackDown. To quote Pat McAfee, "Stupid baseball is over." Back on Fox.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cover the show really quickly here, and then I just want to cover something that connects to Rampage. Stuff with Ridge Holland and Shotzi, they are going to start getting pushed on TV. Los Lotharios beat Mansoor and Cesaro. Open challenge from Drew. Decent stuff from Ricochet. I thought it was going to be a squash match, but it wasn't. It was just made to have Drew look huge and
Drew-like.
Power. Yeah. He needs to go away too.
He
Sorry.
does.
I really like the man. I do, but
it's not even his fault. It's just they really messed him up booking wise.
Yep. And then Hit Row had a segment with Sammy about coming out to the ring, especially. This is fine to introduce fans to Hit Row. Again, this episode of SmackDown felt very weird to watch coming off the releases. I don't know why WWE did themselves the disfavor of doing these releases right before a SmackDown, because it made it very awkward to watch.
It was. I don't get. It's so heartless. Like, I just don't understand. If you're gonna do these releases, which financially I don't think they didn't have to. You could, the NXT people, fine. That's, if you don't see students passing the class, then fine. Tell them sorry, you fail, you lose. Good day. But some of these people on this list did not need to go. I had a whole speech for Nia Jax, but I'm not going to do it. I changed my mind, but I'm happy she's gone. But yeah, I don't get why they did it so awkwardly close to the show. The morale must have been all kinds of messed up, especially for like Hit Row.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah.
Two other things here. Naomi and Basler had more stuff going on with Sonya Deville, and King Woods defeated Jimmy. King Woods has new music now. But the two things I really want to talk about, one of them, the hit row segment, going into it, they went into a commercial break before they went into the segment. It was Sammy and Hit Row coming out. Pat McAfee says, and I'm pretty sure he was told to say this is going to be fabulous.
Oh no.
And
no.
Yes. And they go to commercial on that.
That's I wish my camera was on so you can see how that hurt me physically when you said it.
Yep. I've never heard Pat McAfee say fabulous. I hated that. I really hated that. And the other thing I want to relate to Punk on Rampage. Punk told Eddie Kingston, a fight between me and you should be more for like Dark or Dark. I always forget the second show.
Elevation.
Dark Elevation. And I said on while we were watching it live, don't shit on your own product.
Right.
Roman Reigns did it again here on SmackDown. SmackDown sucks. It's almost as bad as Raw. He was saying that when he's not around, like last week. He said the show sucked and it was almost as bad as Raw. So Punk and Roman Reigns both shit on their own product this week. Don't ever do that. Like, it's funny. Both of them are actually funny lines. It's just you can't do that.
Right. Like, yeah, I get what you mean. That's crazy. So it's kind of weird to hear that Roman acknowledges that Raw sucks. Like, one day he's gonna go back. Does he just? I don't know. That's awkward. They should just really see this like, hey, wow, our top guy knows our show sucks. We should really fix this before he gets over there.
Right.
Oh.
But that's SmackDown.
Man, hitting up the chat. Primetime says he says that Dax Harwood said WCW should have won. You don't think so?
He wouldn't be on TV. He wouldn't be on TV if WCW would have won. I thought that was a very stupid tweet.
You don't think they would like some old school? What's their nicknames? I don't know. Some old school rough tag team and.
The way WCW was going, it's how NXT 2.0 is. It was going very downhill. I watched every episode to the very end. I would not have wanted that to win.
Oh boy. Well, darkest timeline. He says, Prime Time is asking, what'd you think? Great show, guys, as well. I'm not sure if he's saying this episode's great already, which, I mean, if it's great with all these damn tech issues, then yay. But
put the show over, Eric. Of course. Thank you. This is a great episode.
I'm shitting on my damn. See how easy this is.
Doing it.
Damn. Zemo says they have a right to diss their shows. I mean, what is Vince going to do to Roman? And also, Dax is entitled to his opinion. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion, But yeah, I guess that's any Ring of Honor. You catch any of that? And it's dying.
No,
days.
I didn't. I did not.
Let us know if you guys saw Ring of Honor. I want to keep up with that while before it goes. See what their end game is.
It's on the DVR, but the pay-per-view is coming up next month, so that I might get just as a last hurrah.
That's their last pay-per-view, or?
That's it. Then the doors close until the second quarter of next year.
Oh boy, I really wonder how you do a last episode. I don't think I've ever seen a wrestling promotion do a last episode.
You know what you have? You have someone walk up to the doors at their last event at the pay-per-view next month. And then as the door is slightly opening, you have Ted Danson wave to them and say, sorry, we're closed.
Oh boy, I thought you were going for the Scrubs exit. Just Jay Lethal walks down the hallway, sees every opponent he ever fought, turns around, they're all gone.
Turns out ROH was a dream the whole time in Jay Lethal's head. He went crazy and was in a coma ever since that Ric Flair promo.
At the end, it's just like a concussion protocol PSA.
What a great end game.
I'll take it. Oh man. I just realized talking about shitting on my own damn product. This whole damn time in the week in review, I forgot to put up the graphics for every show. So you know what, folks? This episode's up. This is what happens when Doc isn't here. I lose focus, and things don't pies don't get made. Hot sausage doesn't get made properly.
All right. Let's get into some news and rumors. Unless you got more chats to hit up.
Nah. It's just rest in peace, Ring of Honor. Shame on Sinclair. Shame on Triple H poaching the talent. Sucks to see a great company go out like this from Zemo.
Also, I won't say shame on them, but AEW is kind of a reason why they're going out too.
See, okay, so I saw. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say, but it is because of ROH's management. That is why the Bucks and Cody and everyone else wouldn't want to touch ROH. They didn't want to go back, and that's why they didn't do any open door stuff with ROH.
Right.
So.
But see, okay, so I saw a post where someone was saying, like, oh, everyone thought AEW would be great for wrestling. Well, look what they did to ROH and some other promotion, I can't remember. But, I don't know, I mean, WWE definitely has a problem with poaching talent because they just take them just for the sake of taking them. But I don't know if I can blame AEW. I think they've done...
I think it's their fault in a good way.
Right, okay, yeah.
They made a better place to go.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, if these companies aren't going to be ran by people who know what they're doing, they should go away. I said this for months and almost a full straight year. There's some serious problems in ROH, and they're going to see something happen, and they did. So, MLW, you're next. Sorry, but look at the management. It is not great management over there.
No, it is not. Damn shame. They were moving up perfectly well too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. But yeah.
All right, let's set up some news and rumors. Eric, you got anything?
I do not right now. I'm sure someone will come to me, but I'll let you go first. I'm sure I'll think
okay.
something.
Remember Izzy from NXT?
I do.
So annoying. Anyways, Izzy's dad had a future endeavors tweet directed toward Lince Dorado. Lince Dorado called him out on Twitter, and Izzy's dad basically said, "I'm a man. I apologize. That was in poor taste." You know what else is in poor taste? Izzy's dad telling people to boo MSK at live events.
Dude,
that family's messed up.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't like MSK, but I'm not gonna go there and just tell everyone, "Hey, let's bury these fuckers." That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the releases that you want to discuss really quick?
So, I first of all, screw you WWE, because I got my Christmas gift early. You finally flippin' release Nia Jax, and you do it during a mental flippin' health break. I had a whole Big E style preacher promo in the freaking chamber for this. I'm still happy she's gone. If it's up to me, she never comes back. She does not deserve wrestling. You don't get to injure that many people and claim that you love wrestling. That's not wrestling. But you don't fire someone during a mental health break like that. I don't know if I'm down with that. As for everyone else, I'm actually going to say something that's going to get me some heat. I don't 100% blame them for releasing Keith Lee. I can't remember the full story, but I think hearing Keith Lee talk about his health problems post-COVID, I could honestly see them seeing their doctors saying, "We don't think Keith Lee should wrestle ever again, let alone in this company." So I don't 100% blame them for Keith Lee. I think that out of all the shockers is the most fair one, that they're just like, we can't risk it. But it is crazy that they gave him the Bearcat thing, and it looked like they were moving forward, and they just said, "Fuck it, you're out, get out, and take me with you."
He had a special bit intro on Raw. They only reserved that for about 4 people, basically. I think it was like Charlotte, RK Bro, and like 1 or 2 other people. So I thought that was going to be a push for him.
I think we're seeing more and more that this literally is just a case of the left hand doesn't know what the right hand does. Production is like, "All right, we've got that thing that you asked for last week for Keith Lee. Oh, no, we released him. It's okay. You guys can throw that away."
About 26 writers in a room, Eric, and they can't do anything. This company is fucking ridiculous.
Bring back Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, we ranked everyone where we kind of thought they'd go on the Rampage thing. They can all go anywhere, actually. I would love to see anyone try anything differently. Um, yeah, this is like the best case scenario for a lot of people, and I think I really want Scarlett and Cross to not go back to Impact. We saw what they can do with production. I think they can be something very cool like Malachi with production in AEW.
Ooh, see, I actually think it should go back to Impact. I wonder if they fit AEW's theme, like, because NXT they that was like the place for like hardcore wrestling, like 5 stars and just beating the fuck out of each other.
Yep.
AEW is kind of more cartoony, and I guess if Karrion goes there and he becomes champion, he can change the theme while he's champion. But
Right.
I don't know if he fits. And then he also needs a lot of, like, I used to say that Shayna Baszler, as soon as she gets called up, would need resources. She needs to win a lot to be a threat. But AEW has Miro, Wardlow, who should be winning, Brian Cage. They have a lot of people there who should be winning all the time, and they don't win as much as they should, except for Miro. So I don't know if right now is the good time for Cross to go.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe.
Man, there's so many people they gotta use.
I would, if I were him, I think I would go to Impact and tell him, listen, I want like a 1 year deal or like a short deal, and then if you guys can impress me for this year, I'll stay. If not, Tony Khan, hit me up.
I'll take that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's showing love for Keith Lee in the chats. Yeah, that was a huge shocking one. And how did you never use Miriam? How did you never use her except for was it Reckoning?
Yeah, that was so ridiculous.
Unreal.
She's actually my number one pick for who AEW should pick up.
Oh, definitely.
They need her.
And I'll put this caveat too. She should take the title off of Britt.
Oh, that would be nice.
I think she has had enough time to do it. I think Ruby Soho is the one that you do the long game with. And Mia Yim, that's the one who you just kind of bring in to make a splash because Britt's so focused on everyone else in AEW that maybe it's an open challenge or something that she comes out, wins, and that's how you just make her be very strong at first. And then Mia Yim can drop it to someone, we'll talk about this again in Full Gear, to someone like Tay Conti or Anna Jay, a newcomer.
I'd take that 1,000%. 1,000. And actually, who was it? Either Primetime or Zemo. One of you two. I think it was Zemo. It talks about how he doesn't watch WWE anymore. I had before Big E became WWE champion, I had a caveat. I said that if this happens, this is how I know I'm going to stop watching. Originally, it was Velveteen Dream. I said if he goes to the main roster and screws up, I'm done. But he screwed himself over, so he's gone. Now it's Keith Lee. They screwed him over before COVID. He was not on a good track. So,
Yep.
I'm not. I don't blame them for releasing him after COVID, but it was very clear that they did not know what they were doing with him. They didn't know what they were doing with Mia. They didn't know what they were doing with Cross. They don't know what they're doing with anyone who's not like who wasn't there post like pre hardcore NXT. For some reason, at some point they just said, "Fuck it, we don't know what to do with call ups who are amazing anymore."
Yep. Yeah, like fucking main roster. Getting all worked up now.
I don't get.
All right, let's go to.
There.
No, why would you want to anymore either? And that's, I don't want to say like shame on you for wanting to sign with WWE, and that's why I don't feel always too bad about these releases because look at Deonna Purrazzo, she is in a better spot than she ever would have been in WWE. But it's just it's like to a point where people who go on American Idol and like complain because like they showed them in the beginning, like it's actually a bad example. Whatever.
I get what you mean though. Like why would you go somewhere that? Don't be surprised when you get the reaction that a negative reaction to what you thought.
Right.
You hear the rumors.
They don't know what they're doing.
Right.
One of the other people that were released, Katrina Cortez, Caitlin Garcia, her visa is about to expire in about 3 weeks, so she has to sell everything that she has so she can go back to Chile. Wish her some good luck with that. That's messy. Okada challenges Buddy Matthews. He will face him at Battle in the Valley in San Jose on the 13th. That's really fucking cool.
Okada?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay, that's an interesting one. If that gets Buddy into New Japan, then I'll take it. But
Hmm.
that's a random. That's a randomly great match.
Yeah. NXT ref Chloe Christmas has changed her name. Not her WWE name is now Paige.
Oh, why? Why? Did she go by Chloe Christmas in WWE? Like, was that her?
Yes,
That's an awesome name. That's awesome.
it sounds like a Bond girl name, but yes, it is very, very awesome. I did Paige. She's still with you.
Right. Oh,
There's no communication in this fucking company.
I don't understand this damn company. I
I,
I started listening to this podcast called The Great Fail. Shout out if you guys have ever watched it. It's pretty good. Where they talk about companies that had the biggest successes and failed somehow. I am 1,000% sure 5 years WWE is going to be on this podcast, and the wrestling world will never be the same. But I don't know if it's because they're hiding stock, like they're lying about their value or something. But somehow, some way, they're going down, and we're going to be like, yeah, we felt it coming. We
yep.
watched it.
Oh my god, this company baffles the fuck out of me. Um, Unfortunately, Moose is getting some racial insults over social media after his title win. People should have to like pass tests to have social media and computers and phones.
Right. That's crazy.
Los Lotharios, it is, and why? Why do you? Man, it's fucking dumb. Los Lotharios, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo now lost their last names. It's just Angel and Humberto. Now I'm going to think David Boreanaz is having a match. And today, the Bills versus the Jags. Stefan Diggs had AEW cleats. Stefan Diggs is all cleat.
That's a good one. Yeah, Knock messaged me in the chat because we're in the fantasy league. He messaged me saying that he was wearing those cleats. He's like, he doesn't know if he's just down with AEW or it's a shot at the Jags. But either way, he lost. So I guess AEW wasn't lucky for him tonight.
All right, that's all I got for news and rumors.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything. I think you hit the nail on the head for most of it.
Cool. All right, if you're in the chats, we need your help with these next couple things. So 2 things. We're going to do a tournament that we need your help on. So be ready when we do that. We're going to do it after the Full Gear build up here to see if it's worth it. And we also need your help during promo school, because with people getting cut, people like WWE don't see what they can actually do. Some of these people in MLW, GCW, if you're not hearing about their in-ring ability, you want to hear stuff about their promos. Like, I know some people who don't know who Moose is, but they saw the Moose promo that he did last week, cutting out on people. So we're going to go over people who want to show more on their promos, so we know that they are the goods and do not get let go. But let's go into Full Gear. Full Gear is this Saturday night. It is going to be in Minnesota, the Target Center, and it is going to be $49.99. We are going to run down the card and see if it is worth your hard-earned money. So we'll go down here and go through it. We'll see if the build-up's been good enough and if you think this is a $49.99 worthy match. So in the chats, hit us up. Do you think this match is a good one or a bad one for the pay-per-view? And if you are going to get Full Gear. And thankfully now you can get AEW pay-per-views through your cable provider. So no more Bleacher Report if you don't want to.
Nice.
Yes. All right, you ready for the first match?
Let's do it.
Darby versus MJF. This has been building. They created the 4 pillars of AEW for this match, in my opinion, which I'm fine with. They all work. And they have been featured prominently on AEW television. Do you think this is a $49.99 pay-per-view match right now?
I'm going to say the build has been great. I think so. Because as little as I've been watching wrestling over the past few weeks, I do check out highlights every now and then, and every single week I've seen Darby and MJF's build. I think they're doing it well. They throw in some Wardlow stuff to continue that slow burn. I'm worried that the match itself won't live up to expectations, because MJF, I think he's great at matching people's skills, but I wonder if he can bring what he needs to for this match. But I give it a pass, a thumbs up. Good job.
All right, that's all I like. All right, me too. And this is the MJF that I like. He's not trying for shock value. He is stating things that are in the realm of the AEW business, the realm of the 2 people's storylines and characters. He's very good when he's not trying to be a shock jock. I love MJF in this feud.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. That one obviously gets a pass. Inner Circle versus Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and the top team, including Popeye. You want to hit up a Joey Gladstone Popeye impersonation, Eric? Or are you good?
I was about to do it, and the voice said, "No, don't you dare."
Yes.
Oh man. Exact opposite of the last one. I hate the feud, but I'm excited for the match just for the spots.
Okay. I know something's going to happen with this, but yeah, I just don't really care about this. And in the chat, Zemo, MJF will beat Darby, but it won't be the end of the feud.
Ooh.
I'm okay with that. I'm digging it. So
Yeah. It's just a regular match, right? It's not like a no DQ.
no, it's Darby said he's gonna wrestle. He's not even worried about bringing his thumbtack skateboard. He's going to put on a wrestling show.
Oh, sorry. Then MJF should win. I'm dying over here. Go to the next one.
Yeah, right. The next one, while Eric dies and Knock is still out trick or treating somehow, we have the Super Click versus Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian. Christian. This match has been building for a while too, and I actually really like this, that the Super Click isn't making themselves be in big main events. They're going to make themselves put on maybe match of the night. So what do you think? Is this $49.99 worth?
Oh, heck yes. Adam Cole alone makes it that price, but this should be a great match. I don't even care who wins. It should just be a great, fun match to watch. Maybe, yeah, like you said, match of the night.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next on the card, we have the newly added Miro versus Bryan Danielson. The winner is number one contender. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I'm doing a show the fucking Muppet. Sure is, Fozzie. All right. Miro versus Bryan Danielson. It ain't easy being green, and it ain't easy being Eric. Eric, what do you think about this one?
Damn good match. I don't. Okay, so props to Miro and props to Daniel. They've both done so well in such a short time, like outside WWE. And I forgot that they're both WWE guys. I am excited for this match a lot more than I was excited for Daniel Bryan versus Rusev.
Yeah. I'm actually really looking forward to this. Miro's promos have just been like so good.
Yeah.
Like really good. You're gonna call out a god? Fuck.
Right?
Damn. All right, man.
Oh, I love it. See, Vince could take some damn notes from this guy. This is how you do God in the feud.
Yes, and he inserts comedy so well. I love this Miro so much.
Oh, he's amazing.
Obviously, $49.99 worth. Supersonic X in the chat. That feud is cringe between Inner Circle and America Top Team. Thank you.
It is.
And he also says Miro must please his God. Oh, I love these promos so much. All right, we'll get to the page ones in a little bit. Next up, CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. Zemo, I honestly hope one day Eddie Kingston proves you right and me wrong, because I do want Eddie to be someone that I want to watch on TV. So what do you think about this? Again, this is going to be a slow match.
It better start. Your better start would be the second match on the card. I'm not excited for it. For the very reason you said, it's going to be a slow match.
Yeah, same. This is not a $49.99 match. On paper it is. It's just Eddie needs to do more conditioning in the ring, and Punk just needs to start picking it up a little bit. He's been at the same pace so far. But again, this is the second best thing he's done so far, in my opinion. It was his first intro with the promo, and this promo with Eddie Kingston. So,
yeah.
All right. Next up, Lucha Bros versus FTR. I don't think the build has been as good as it can, because AEW has multiple men come out during every match constantly, and they do it a lot with this feud, but it's the Lucha Brothers and it's FTR, so I don't even give a shit about the build. I'm excited for this match.
Agreed. Yeah, because every time they fought so far, they haven't really, I mean, they've tried, but they haven't really tried. The first time was, what was it, the Super Frogs or whatever.
Yeah,
They were kind of being comical and trying to set up a thing for AAA. People coming out, I'm cool with that because again, that shows that they're not fighting seriously until Full Gear. So yeah, like you
sure.
said, this match is definitely worth it.
All right, man. He's looking good. All right, two more left. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Tay Conti. Um, I don't even know if I would have this headline Dynamite. I think again this suffers the same thing with too many people coming out during this feud. I know Britt has people on her side. That's why more people need to come out and help Conti. But it's just I'm not seeing enough from Conti in this, and I don't know. I'm not hyped for this match, even though I love Britt Baker to death.
So I think they screwed this feud up hardcore because I wanted Ty to go for the champ, like just to have a championship match because
Right.
she's earned it. She's definitely improved since NXT. Um, the way they did it, she just suddenly got a championship match after Brick disrespected her. I don't think they did the build up to it properly. I thought her championship match should have honestly been on Dynamite or Rampage or something, not Full Gear, not a pay per view. Um, I'm happy for her, but I don't think this is the right place for it. I think this could be a weaker match of the night.
Yeah, I honestly hope they give this match at least 15 minutes. I know that's a lot, but I want at least a showcase.
Right.
So, all right, we got one match. So, do you think it's worth the 4.99? No,
No, no,
no,
not this show.
same here. Zemo, too soon for Baker to lose the women's title. I agree. It needs to be a big feud. It needs a lot more TV time. It needs like Kenny Omega level um, time on TV. And Zemo, Eddie for the win. I want to see him back. Uh,
Back
back
fist.
fist the smug look on Punk's face. Zemo, we disagree, but I love you. That's why I like our community here. I love you guys.
Working
This is good
himself
stuff.
into a shoot.
Yeah. And then there's one I wanted to run. I can't find it. Oh well. Last match: Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page. Even with the time off, I don't think this feud suffers. Hangman is very, very, very happy and energetic and just like into this. Eric, what do you think?
Shut up and take my money. This is gonna be such a great moment. I'm gonna be smiling ear to ear when the Hangman is the champion. I'm scared of what happens after because we're about to get the happily ever after moment, but we all know that there is an after that happily ever after. So we'll see how that goes. But this is gonna be great. It's gonna be a great match. We've already seen it. They did it, not for the title. Was it last year at Full Gear? Was that when they did the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess there's some. That's cool that they get to do it back to back. But
Yeah.
yeah, we've already seen what this match can be, and they're gonna go better than that. So this is gonna be amazing. Amazing main event.
Yeah, I think this is a guy that Kenny Omega. Not that he doesn't want to do this with anyone else, but I mean, like, as you look at Bryan Danielson fight people even on Rampage, it he wants. I think this is someone that he wants to face. He's going to be focused on in the whole match. It's not going to be focusing on spots. It's just going to be having fun with his friend and putting his friend over. So
Yeah. Do you have I'm really looking forward to when he wins and the Dark Order comes out and they all celebrate, and that's just the culmination of this happy storyline for me. After that, you cynics can turn the Dark Order heel if you want. I'll just stop fighting it. But for right now, I just want my happily ever after ending.
I think you'll get it. I think they're going to send everyone who's going to be wearing Kirby Puckett jerseys home happy. I think it's going to be a feel good moment. Maybe top of the year.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is that the most successful long term booking of this year? Has there been any other long term booking that's like culminated?
Um, I can't think of any.
Because I don't know if Seth and Edge qualify, or if that's just like one long story.
It doesn't. It's So the thing was, Edge didn't want to do that match at Saudi Arabia,
Ah,
but he they said, hey, we want this match there. We want to make this a big pay-per-view. So then Edge put the caveat on, okay, this female has to referee the match then. So it's worth doing over there.
Oh, okay, good for Adam.
Yes. So it was supposed to happen. It just was supposed to happen a different time, and it was going to be long-term storytelling, which this was. But I mean, that was why that match happened at Crown Jewel.
It's a damn shame. At least 7 more years of this.
Yep, that was a good match though. That's the only thing I went and rewatched highlights of.
Right.
On an illegal YouTuber's post. I'm not giving you the likes, WWE. That is it. That is Full Gear. As it looks out, there are maybe 2.5 matches that we don't think are worth the $49.99. But you know what? That's when we make the snacks, Daddy. That's when we refill the beverages. That's when we go to the bathroom, if you will, Daddy. Full Gear looks to be worth $49.99. Let us know in the chats what you think. Are you going to get it? We are excited for Full Gear.
Yes.
Champ, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Are you going to put the belt up? The predictions title. Are you going to put the belt on the line for Full Gear?
It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm getting close to that Brock Lesnar reign. Oh yeah. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's if my personal hero Hangman Adam Page is risking it all, I've got to risk it all. Let's do it.
What a guy. What a guy. We will do some form of a predictions video.
Yeah.
So look for that this week. We will record it. Some waveform. I will get it up there.
True that.
All right. Someone in the chat here. Carnage Rage. He wants to see Josh Barnett in AEW. He says that would be awesome. He's really gunning for it. That's what he wants. I'm fine with it. I just don't know if I'd give him a contract.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just tell him, hey, come here, do your thing, and leave. Cool with that.
Yep. Yeah, bring him in Wednesday. Zemo, have him fight America Top Team. Get that feud going. Get Inner Circle off my TV for a while. Or at least Jericho. I'm fine with everyone else.
I'm going to say something that's going to piss off Zemo. I love you, Zemo, just so you know. I absolutely love you. But I honestly think that's what they should have done with Eddie Kingston. In the perfect world, if I can go back in time, back when he fought Cody, that first match of AEW, I'd be like, good job, kid. You did your match. Get the fuck out of here. You're not getting a contract. That contract would have gone to Warhorse, who deserves it.
You do love yourself some more horse.
I do. Oh, that reminds me. Also, shout out to Danhausen. Poor guy got injured at his show. Guy fell on his leg trying to do a coast to coast. He has a GoFundMe. I think he actually surpassed it already, so I think he's good. But check it out and give him some support, because word has it that AEW was going to sign him. They probably still will, because they signed somebody who was like sick. Was it Brian Cage? Or he was injured and they still signed him.
I don't know.
But yeah, Danhausen was really looked at favorably to get signed because of how he gets himself over on social media. But
yeah, good for him. I like Danhausen. Big fan of his.
Yeah. So good, good for him. And this also goes in news and rumors. We talked about it in our personal chat, but I just want to get this out there so the chat can give their opinion. So Jericho and Amanda Huber got on Kalisto for misspelling John Huber's name with an H. And at first, my gut instinct was Jericho sucks. And then Amanda jumped in, and I thought, okay, that adds some more points to that side of the discussion. And then we have to remember that Kalisto doesn't, English is not his first or second or third language. And then the last thing that tips the scales is that when Miro first debuted, he would call Brody, or he would misspell either John or Brody or something, but and nobody said anything. Not Jericho, not Amanda, nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So people are calling it a double standard. So with all this, which side of the fence are you on? Is Jericho and Amanda, are they overreacting, or is Kalisto wrong for incorrectly name dropping? Which side of the fence are you on?
I don't know how well Kalisto knew him. I get where Amanda's coming from. Like, Miro's checking on John every day. They were good friends. It's tough to say that with that, but like Chris Jericho, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. He put out a tweet and he spelled, Come on, you can do it.
Almost
Man.
there.
Almost, but he spelled Eddie's name wrong. Can you see it right there below CM Punk's head?
No.
He spelled Eddie Guerrero's name wrong.
Okay, I was gonna say Kingston. What? No, that's yeah. Okay, I see it. Yeah.
EDDY. Uh,
That's crazy.
so I mean, he's done it. Jericho goes for clout all the time. Um, Amanda's side of it, I don't have a say on because again, she knew who Brody was close with.
Right.
Jericho did not.
I agree.
To an extent.
Yeah. It. Yeah.
Again, to hit him up in the DMs if that is a big thing. I don't know. For Jericho to do it, I thought that was too much. For Amanda, I get because it's sensitive, but
I agree.
That's what the DMs are for.
Exactly. If you correct someone in a public forum, you're doing it for a reason. Like you're not trying to correct them. You have a reason for it.
Right.
So.
Zemo on the chat say they both overreacted. He spelled John's name wrong. There you go. If he personally insulted John, I can understand their anger, but all he did was spell his name wrong. It was just one letter. Yeah. I thought it was a little bit much, but
I would have just, like you said, we don't know how close they were, but I think I would have just let it pass. I'd be like, that's a nice thing to say, and
yeah,
move on with life.
Yep. Let's move on with life. Eric, you have a tournament, and in the chat, we need your help with this big time. So get typing. We want to hear from you.
Yes. So last week we did a tournament where we decided that R-Truth was the funniest person in WWE history, and boy did we choose correctly. Yeah, he's absolutely hilarious. This week, the tournament I have planned for all of us to partake in is we're going to look at NXT champions. Now, when I say NXT champions, I mean champions of NXT pre 2.0. So not just like the main NXT champion, but I've got NXT UK champion, NXT Women's champion, North American champion. I want to know who was the best champion of the pre 2.0 era. So help us out. You guys are going to be our third. Collectively, you'll be our third man for knock, and we're going to go down the bracket. Are you all set, Zach?
Yes.
Alrighty. So, I put them all together randomly, and this is how the bracket has lain. There's some very ironic or coincidental matchups, as is this first one. Adam Cole versus the man who defeated Adam Cole to become NXT champion, Keith Lee. Who was the better champion in NXT in your opinion?
Adam Cole, baby. God, was he just the perfect heel champion. I just liked it. And again, not Keith Lee's fault because Keith Lee was going to get called up.
Agreed. I also vote for Adam Cole for that very same reason. It was cool that he was double champion, but the call-ups, they could screw you over at the wrong time.
Yep.
Real quick, I should check this out before we start, but Carnage Reyes wants to know, what do you think is going to happen with Jonathan Gresham? Do you think he'll go to AEW, New Japan, or Impact?
I think he should do what we all thought EC3 was going to do originally, which is probably what Bryan Danielson's going to do after his AEW contract expires. He should be the ultimate free agent. He is one of the ultimate wrestlers, in my opinion. He's one of my favorites. And I think he should have Rick Abani call all of his matches in no matter what organization he goes to, but he should float around.
I think that. I'm perfectly fine with that. All right. Also, I forgot to mention, since you guys are collectively voting, I'm either going to do it one of two ways. Either the first one to give their answer gets the vote, or if you guys do majority rules really quickly, I'll do a quick mental count. But
cool.
Supersonic X voted for the group. He agrees. Adam Cole, so he gets 3-0. Adam Cole wins. Next up, Asuka versus Pete Dunn. When Pete Dunn was
Asuka.
NXT. Asuka?
Yeah. I guess it's just because of more exposure that I had.
I might need the chat to help me vote for this one because
okay.
I didn't think that there was going to be a better NXT UK champion than Pete Dunne, and we'll get to Walter next. But I was really impressed with his reign. He took on all challengers. The match with Tyler Bate was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I can't even remember. I mean, he definitely should have been a main NXT more, but he was a badass. I think he really represented the NXT UK brand.
He did.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Carnage Rage says he's got to go with Pete Dunn. Supersonic X says Asuka.
That's 2. We need a tiebreaker in the chat. And I still haven't voted yet, so I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
Undefeated Asuka is definitely her prime. A championship reign. Did the NXT Women's title feel like a big deal to you when she held it?
Yes. It almost felt more of like a bigger deal than her opponents, I guess.
Oh boy. Just for the sake of giving the people giving them people power, I'm gonna vote Pete Dunn just so that someone in the chat can break the tie.
Okay.
So whoever's the next person to vote for Pete Dunn or Asuka, they win. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead to the next round and we're just gonna wait for someone to vote. Volter versus Santos Escobar.
Volter.
Completely agree.
I mean, that's what a fucking champ looks like. Not that Santos doesn't. I think Santos is championship material day in and day out. But I mean, ring general.
Completely agree. I honestly think I thought that he was the greatest champion of including the main roster. He was a real champion. So I don't know if he'll win this, but I think very highly of him.
Yeah.
Next up, they're both shining in the spotlight. We've got Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa.
Yeah. Kross got screwed over by the call-up, too.
Yep.
That one's pretty easy.
Carnage Rage, Walter. Come on, man. He held the title for 1,000 days.
That's never going to be done again.
No.
That's the end of like a big reign like that, especially when they close NXT UK. Oh, we got our vote. We got our third vote. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce. I'm gonna try. Fat Lacey's Piccola. I'm sorry.
Fat Laces back again. Awesome.
Nice. Asuka advances. It was a close one, Pete. Samoa Joe versus Aleister Black.
I personally want to say Joe, just because it felt like a fighting champ. I thought Aleister's was a little short.
You know what? I think it was because he really only fought, what's his name? The pervert who should not have been there. Bald, Lars Sullivan.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a big stretch of his. It was Andrade and I think him, and then it started to get good with, like, the mystery stuff.
I'll leave this one up to the chat. I enjoyed them both.
Yeah. You know what? Well, yeah, this one, the chat gets to decide. You guys vote. Just remember, this also includes Joe's first 2 title reigns with Shinsuke, not just his recent one. So keep that in mind when you guys vote. But it can go either way. I'm happy with that. Next up, I'm trying to remember who this is. Who is this person?
Is it Bo Dallas?
No, I thought about putting
Seth
him.
Rollins?
No, it's no one that early. I might have to check my files for this one. But we will. Glad you guys can't.
Yes, Fat Laces. Samoa Joe did win it twice.
Did he win 3 times?
Did he?
Yeah, I thought he.
Oh, that's right. He was, yeah.
Yeah, him and Shinsuke went back and forth. Andrade, that's who it is. Andrade versus Johnny Gargano, and this includes Johnny Gargano's tag team NXT UK. It's not NXT UK, North American, and main roster, main title. Damn, I can't talk tonight. Main title.
I gotta go with Johnny. Again, Andrade, it was the call-up.
Yeah. I mean, funny enough, they're going against each other. I mean, the first 5-star match of the modern era. So,
yeah,
good on them. Johnny advances. And going to the chat, we've got Supersonic X voting Champa because he didn't shave his beard.
Yeah.
Supersonic X votes Black. Fat Laces says Samoa Joe won twice. Yeah, you said that. Carnage Rage, I'm gonna have to go with a tie on this one.
Carnage Rage, we cannot do ties because we need to progress the brackets.
But you know what? Since Sonic is the only one to actually give a vote, I'm gonna say Black gets it.
Okay. We got Fat Laces and Supersonics and Johnny Wrestling.
Okay. Yeah, good choice. Good choice. Next up, Io Shirai versus Shayna Basler.
Oh, this is tough because I hated Shayna Baszler when she first came on, but this was the reason why I liked NXT. You see someone progress,
Right.
and she was beyond green because she's a fighter, not an actor. Boy, did she turn out to be one of my favorite champions.
She was amazing. They really watered her down on the main roster, but damn, she was amazing. Shayna gets my vote.
I'll go Shayna too. I think Io's title reign was them trying to figure out what to do with her because I felt like they wanted her on the main roster, but they didn't take her on the main roster.
Yeah. I will give Io props. I think she was the coolest person in professional wrestling while she was champion.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing entrances, knew her character, or at least knew her style.
Mm-hmm. Didn't speak English. I love when someone doesn't try to speak English. Speak your language, yeah. Make me understand it. Let me look some stuff up.
Agree. Shayna, I remember thinking every challenger, I was like, who's gonna beat this monster heel who's just breaking arms, and she knew what she was doing after a while. She knew her character. So I'm gonna say her. Next, Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
We got 2 for Io.
Oh, that's tough. Sorry guys, 2-1. You're a team over there in the chat, so you only count for 1.
Who you say? Finn Balor versus Shinsuke?
Yeah.
Oh,
man. I'm going with Finn. I didn't even watch his first run, but this last one was amazing.
I gotta say Finn too. Seeing Shinsuke was so exciting with the belt though. So it's just, oh man, just favorites. Yeah, Finn.
Yeah. And I think this is why I just started to get into NXT. So I know he and Joe had like a nice feud. And his first match was against Sami Zayn, right? Is that who he came in against?
Dude, I cannot remember that far back.
Yeah. But
I'm old and dying.
Oh man.
Supersonic says Balor as well.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. We'll call that 3-0 for Balor.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Adam Cole versus Asuka.
I gotta go Adam Cole again. God, I know Triple H loved Asuka, but man, did Triple H love Adam Cole.
That is true. I would be very surprised if Adam Cole doesn't admit that he went to Triple H's house for Thanksgiving at least once. Yeah, Adam Cole. He was the closest to back when Edge was a heel, like around that time period. Adam Cole felt like that kind of heel, but in NXT, that was rare.
Yep.
He was a true top tier heel.
Oh man, Supersonic X, man.
Ooh.
The chats are against us.
Damn. That actually just kind of swayed me a little bit. You guys just answered.
All right,
so confidently.
if you get a third Asuka goes.
Okay. If one more person can vote Asuka.
But if one more person votes Cole, it's Cole.
Yeah. So we'll put Cole back for right now. But okay, I'll give it to you guys.
Man, thank you for participating. We love this. Thank you.
Yes. I forgot who the other person is that we just steamrolled you guys on, but this one, I will listen to you. Walter versus Champa.
Ooh.
Walter for me.
I gotta go Walter, yeah.
Champa was amazing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right. Champa was amazing. It's just like, I never wanted Walter to lose that belt. Ever.
And I don't think there's anyone else on this list who I'm going to say this for, but the way he lost it was... I might watch that match tonight. That was an amazing match.
that is. He almost went out like Tony Stark. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, man. When he leaves WWE, I'm going to be so happy that he's going to spread his wrestling to the rest of the world again.
Yep. Now we're on the same page, chat. Walter it is.
Yeah. If we get to the next round, by the way, and no one votes for Asuka, I'm putting Adam Cole in.
Heel move.
Next up, Aleister Black and the man who was revealed to have taken him out and who cost him the NXT Championship, Johnny Gargano.
I kind of want to say Aleister. Oh, this is a tough one.
It is. Sorry.
Oh, you can go ahead.
What's really tough about it is that Johnny, besides like his last North American reign, that was his best one. Like, they're all short. So I don't even think we can count the NXT Championship unless you want to focus on the win. North American, kind of short. The tag title wins are cool. The DIY did some cool stuff.
All right, Supersonic X is Johnny wrestling. My thing with it is, it just seems like the chase is always better than the victory.
Right. This comes back to my theory that I don't think Triple H believes in smaller technical wrestlers. I think he knows that the chase would be great for Johnny, but he doesn't know how to book him.
Right.
I feel like, because like that, he kind of got, when Benoit was chasing his title and he lost it to Benoit, he probably thought like, oh, I should still be champion. So he probably just doesn't like booking smaller technical guys.
That could be. We got 2 in the chat saying Johnny wrestling.
I'll go with them. I'll agree, Johnny.
Yeah.
I don't know how far he makes it, but Aleister. Oh, it just disappeared. Well, Johnny's there somewhere.
That's what Vince says. Johnny's there somewhere.
I remember taking the BS. I took this math class that was purely for the sake of just passing math in college, and it just talked about like brackets and tournaments and whatnot, and how like you put something in the right spot, it could win, but you put it one spot over, it loses. If Johnny was anywhere else in this tournament, I don't think he'd make it this far, but I'll give it to him. He's a great wrestler, but champion.
Oh
yeah. Shayna versus Finn Balor.
Finn. I really love that Shayna stuff, but man, Finn is just, I don't know. I love it.
I am gonna vote Shayna.
Okay.
I thought she was the baddest woman on the planet. Like, I cared about her a lot more than I cared about Ronda Rousey.
Yes, I agree with that. Big time. Big time Bex, man.
So, chat, we need your help for this one. Who's advancing, Finn or Shayna? We need. Oh, Supersonic X. If no one votes, Adam Cole's getting it. So someone better vote soon.
And he voted Shayna, so
yeah, that's one for Shayna. We're getting. I'm moving her to the next box. If someone does not vote for Finn soon, we're gonna have a problem. And Shayna's in, and Shayna disappears. This whole tournament is buggy. But this whole episode is just awful. It's an awesome episode. Please like and subscribe.
Yes, don't bury us.
Fat Liz actually votes for Finn. Okay. Well, I'll give you the same courtesy I gave to Adam Cole, but Adam Cole advances because no one voted for him. Okay. If someone can vote for Finn by the time we get to his next match, then he makes it. Adam Cole versus Walter.
Oh, man. I have to say Adam Cole. The differences in matches, more matches. Walter's just a victim of them not wanting to push NXT as much as an American product.
So, chat, I'm definitely going to need you for this one. But because I know you're right. I know in my heart and soul you're right. Adam Cole was a better champion. But, I think Walter was the best champion of all NXT, period. But, you're right. Like, he wasn't given as much exposure. If you didn't follow NXT UK, I didn't follow NXT UK, and I'm sure that I missed like most of what his reign comprised of. Damn, I don't. What's that line from Star Wars? I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Oh, I don't know. I just watched Return of the Jedi last night too.
Oh, my condolences. Damn, I think I have to vote Adam Cole. I don't want to, but I think I have to.
Oh man, Supersonic Walter, Fat Laces Budge.
I could not. It's. So you say Adam Cole, Supersonic says Walter. Why couldn't they be on opposite sides of this bracket? I'm going to stick with.
Do what your heart tells you, Eric.
Who did Adam Cole fight in his reign? Champa. Dream.
Yeah. I think that's why I saw him face at the event I went to. Was Dream.
I think I'm gonna say.
I mean, he didn't fight Dragunov, but
He didn't. No. But I'm gonna say, okay. Let me give Adam Cole props for one thing. He came in and he broke the rules of being a champion because he was a heel, and he still was a fighting champion when he won the North American Championship. He went to Evolve. I'm pretty sure he went somewhere else and fought there too. Screw
the
it.
grocery store and fight. That'd be cool.
I'm voting Adam Cole. I think Walter was a better champion just because he was amazing, but Adam Cole represented the brand better. And he's gone.
And he gave his friends championships.
He did. That's right. All right. Now it's just a tournament of the invisible people. We've got Shayna versus Johnny Gargano.
This one's up to the chats for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Shayna in. Oh, all right. I think I'm going to say Shayna for my vote.
Okay.
Because I think, like you said, the chase is better for Johnny. Shayna, I think being champion was the bee's knees.
That it was.
2-0 versus Seth and Brian. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the chat. So, LOL, 2-0 versus Seth and Brian on SmackDown and Survivor Series. Is that who is that? Adam Cole? Oh yeah, that's right. Adam Cole did beat Seth.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that is correct. Good memory.
Man.
Yeah, that just cements it more that Adam should win. But what you guys? He's got Fat Lisa saying Johnny wrestling. That's one for Shayna, one for Johnny. So I think you might be the deciding vote.
Oh man. I might say Johnny just for the diversity of titles and excitement.
Okay, I'm down with that. First Triple Crown.
Yeah. Love that Shayna reign though, man.
Yeah.
God, I want that Shayna back.
Oh, I know. I thought that's what we were going to start off with, but main roster.
They're kind of getting there on SmackDown, but
yeah, that's good. All right. So that means the finals. Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Fat Lacey, you were absolutely correct. This is a collision course. Bebe versus Johnny. Adam Cole gets my vote off the bat. The big
Cole gets mine too.
Yeah. I mean, because he beat him like his first title defense.
Right. And honestly, there's no way they can ever do anything in NXT 2.0 that will top Undisputed Era winning all the gold. And a lot of that is because Adam Cole, baby, was the leader.
Absolutely correct. Well, this episode wouldn't be complete without tech issues. You guys can't see it, but Adam Cole did make it to the finals. Adam Cole is the winner. He is now officially the greatest champion of NXT pre 2.0. What? Pre NXT 2.0.
Oh,
Thank you guys for your help for that.
that was awesome. Nice job, Eric. Thank you, everyone in the chats. We're going to need your help some more now. We are going to go on to promo school. This is what Mark Henry calls the main event. Usually we do some promo stuff, but since it's just us here and you guys have been so good in the chats, let's go through because there have been cuts. And do not forget, Impact cut people. MLW cut people this week too. So cuts are there. A lot of cuts happen for different reasons, but for me, I think if you start giving good promos, then you're not just like a really good wrestler. You're not just a gimmick. You're not just a hot name. You're a reason to tune into TV, and it obviously helps your brand as a wrestler. So, who in wrestling right now do you think needs to build their brand with better promos?
Man, Chad Gable.
He's actually been pretty good.
So he's been.
You don't watch Raw.
Oh, he's been good. I've seen clips.
You are a lucky man.
I think that he's so wasted that for some reason, unless he hits like a 15 out of 10 on a promo scale, they're gonna keep misusing him. Like he is unfortunately cursed to have to be better than perfect.
I agree. He's in the wrong company, and it's for two reasons: it's height and a small lisp.
Yeah.
Vince hates the stupidest things. I would love him to put out a workout and eating video. That dude is like zero fat. He's all muscle mass.
You ever see Johnny Drips?
No.
It's crazy. I'm not even gonna try and do it, but it's out there.
God damn, man. All right. Yeah. I really think if he could be himself and not the leader of this, I don't know. I don't know what the academy is. But...
Yeah, fuck yeah. With one student.
Right. Do it for the academy. Why? Fight for your brand at Survivor Series. Why?
I flip it. We talk about how much we hate Survivor Series every time it comes up, but seeing Bianca on a team just happy, like Team Red, you just started going there.
Right, and they announced it via social media, so that shows how much they even care about Survivor Series.
Right.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see who was wrestling this week. Toxic Attraction, I will say they need work on their promos. They have all the gold, right? But it's just the promos are very WWE. It almost seems like when you play a WWE video game and they do cutscenes.
Oh yeah. But you know what the problem is with that is that that's exactly what they want.
I know.
So it's almost like they're doing the perfect thing by doing it so bad.
Right.
They probably get props every single time. They probably get standing ovation every time they walk back into Gorilla.
Right. Oh man. In the chats, who do you think needs to cut better promos to enhance their stock in any company? I'm trying to think of someone in a different company.
I think Jungle Boy needs to, at some point, he's gonna have to, if he wants to like be as big as everybody thinks he's gonna be, he has to give that one big face promo that like Adam Page's cowboy shit promo, something that people are like, holy shit, like I want to cheer for this guy. I want like you know he's cool now, he's great face, but at some point he's gonna have to give us that big face promo.
I agree, and I think you hit it on the head right there with Adam Page, and now it's Adam Page's time where he's probably going to become champion. It took a while between that promo and this moment that happened at Full Gear next Saturday. I think this period between the time of Hangman having the championship and whoever takes it off of him is going to be a good amount of time for him to start doing that and working on that.
Yeah. I don't know who he works with, but hopefully they find someone who can really bring that out of him.
Yeah, that might be why Christian's with him.
I'd take that.
Fat Laces agrees, Jungle Boy.
Nice.
I wanted to say the Bunny, and here's why. They have her as a jobber, as someone to lose to for people, and I think if she cut a good promo, it would put her in better positions for matches. I don't believe she's in real storylines. I feel again she's just there.
I agree. I think she kind of got minorly screwed because one of the first problems we had, at least I have AEW, was that women's tag tournament. It was very clear she and Brandy were gonna win. I don't know what the payoff of that would have been, but I think when they correctly changed plans, it just threw her way off course. So
yeah,
I don't know. She's it's like she was lost after that moment, and she's never corrected her course. She even ended up with QT Marshall of all people for some reason. So
QT's another one. He can give a good promo, but like it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what that guy can do for. I don't know. He's just like. I don't know. I don't know what I want from QT, if anything.
I just want him to train people. Just make him a trainer.
Right. He's got all the tools. That's good for him. And sticking with AEW, Anna Jay. She's really getting there in the backstage segments. I want to see more of it on the mic in front of a crowd.
Agreed. Completely agreed. They're it's so weird. AEW has so many people that get themselves over, but AEW should do a lot more to get them over too. And Anna Jay's stock is not going up as fast as it could because they're not doing as much as they should.
And a lot of these women need it more so in AEW just because now you're going to have a second champion. You need a lot more people chasing those titles and who can cut promos on people who have the belts.
Right. Who else? I don't think he needs work. And I want to try and focus on people outside of AEW, so it's probably my last one. But
that's fine.
I think Ricky Starks needs more promo time. Like, he could do an amazing promo, but I don't remember the last time I've heard it.
Yeah, that's true.
Give him more time.
Yeah, he should be handed the mic a lot.
Yeah. He is. I hate comparing people because JR and somebody else, I think Michael Cole or somebody will compare whatever Latino's popular to Eddie Guerrero, but I think Ricky Starks is the closest to The Rock that we've seen promo-wise in a long time.
Yes, 100% agree with that. Yeah. That is a good point to bring up. For my last thing, I just want to say someone in another company, a small one like MLW, like GCW. GCW is doing pretty good right now. I'm pretty happy with them.
Yeah.
PWG is its own thing. It doesn't need this. It doesn't need what I'm talking about here. But someone in something like MLW needs to become that company's promo god, man or woman. Even in NWA, there's some people give really great promos in NWA. It's just they need to start saying something that gets the attention and gets the social media hits so other people hear about it. So that's my last thing. Smaller companies need bigger promos. I mean, Moose, Impact's social media status is so low. Moose did something to get it back up just for that one thing. But I mean, that's what it needs. That's what these smaller companies need.
I agree. You're absolutely right. We don't ever really see, like, on social media, someone share a promo from NWA or MLW or anything that's like huge. Yep. We hear news, but we don't hear promos. So I agree.
Right. All right. Any last picks?
I'm gonna say Kenta for New Japan because I don't know how well he speaks English now I think about it, but I mean, hell, if he just wants to speak Japanese and just do that, then cool. But he just recently won the U.S. Championship from Tanahashi. It's been a long time coming. So if they're gonna use him as the U.S. like bridge for New Japan, then he needs to say some very badass things. He needs to really put in the work on the mic, especially since I think Moxley will probably go after him at some point.
I agree. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Especially the kind of matches that they have there. They are badass matches. So yeah, I agree. Cool. Well, that's it. Yeah, just keep a discussion going. And as always, want to comment on people's promos and see who is improving and not improving and needs work and all that stuff. And just lastly, I'd just like to say, for the sake of, we'll do a tier list with ROH and where they should go. But Vincent, I think, should go wherever Rotunda goes. I think Vincent should be Rotunda's main foe off and on. They should go at it every so often, every year. I think those two would be great foils. And if you're not familiar with Vincent, he is a Rob Zombie version of Bray's cult-like personality.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like, McMahon? Is he gonna just follow?
Follows him everywhere.
I drove you out once, Bray. I'll drive you out again.
Get out of the Trader Joe's.
Oh man, did you see the article, the rumors about Vince did not like Bray because he was so like vocal about creativity?
That is why I said that before. That with all the other stuff I forgot to mention was the reason why I think before Thanksgiving, Rotunda shows up.
I like that. Last thing I think we'll hit in the chat maybe is Fat Laces. How do you feel about Naomi's glow gimmick? Does it need a change?
It does. She even posted something last week where she put the glow stuff in the trash and made a comment. But she came out this week with the glow stuff. I mean, I like it. It looks cool. But I mean, I hope this program with Sonya progresses her to something next, and then she can always go back to it.
Yeah, I agree. If she doesn't change it, then cool. But I could definitely see her thinking it's getting stale. Like, not because of like it's a bad gimmick or it's boring, but WWE aren't doing anything with it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question, Fat Laces.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our episode. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for keeping up with all the technical difficulties, and thank you for the chats. We really, really appreciate that. We love having you as part of the show.
Absolutely. This might be our longest non-live stream episode yet. With all of these, even with the technical difficulties.
Fucking Monday already. Yeah.
Yeah. Knock is gonna be like this. I told Shay, I was like, oh man, we're probably gonna be short without Knock. And they're fucking going over.
Make me miss Yellowstone.
Oh
man. Anything you want to plug or anything you want to say before we head out?
Keep an eye on the channel because, like Zach said, we do want to get some tier lists out. We do want to do some. Is it worth it that I want to do that focuses on women's wrestling, and you not host next. Well, I don't know how we'll do the hosting, but 2 or 3 weeks, I do want to get another fantasy D&D wrestling game out there. So
yes,
when we're back to being 3, and maybe if I'm hosting, we'll do it. And lastly, check out Radar for Wrestling YouTube channel. He's back and better than ever.
That's right. Our buddy is back. Yeah, we'll put an Arthur alert out. We'll try to get Knock. He's still going door to door, trying to get Snickers and almond joys. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. We will get predictions for Full Gear, which is happening this Saturday. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you're looking forward to for Full Gear. We're pretty excited for it. And join me on Friday nights watching Rampage. I have a blast with you. Thank you for keeping me busy on Friday nights. It's a nice little Friday night family. And let me know if there's anything you want to do. We go through magazines. We can do a more tier list. We can talk about whatever you want.
Absolutely. One of the best things to watch on Friday night, including SmackDown and Rampage. Do you remember when WWE did like the second screen app experience for a while?
No.
Like you could go on the app during the commercials and they would have like either you could keep watching the match during commercial or they would have skits, and that's how they knew they actually got over, because they used to do skits. Like they would beg for time on the app. But that's basically what you are for Rampage right now. You are the second screen that people should be paying attention to.
Great, I'm tout.
Oh man,
we love having you here. Thank you everyone for joining us. This is episode 82. We love doing this. Keep an eye on the channel, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Tell your friends and keep joining us. We love the discussions.
Absolutely. And Zach, where can they find us?
It's not where they can find us, Eric. It's where can we find Knock? We need you back, Knock. We need you back so bad. The show we need it. We need the glue that keeps us together, Knock.
Falls apart. You know, if Knock was here, Walter would have won the damn tournament and I can go to sleep peacefully tonight.
Oh, it would have been a fucking TNA person that randomly won. Anyways, thank you guys so much. This is episode 82 for Zach, Eric, Knock, somewhere out there. We'll find him. Thank you for watching West Coast POPcast. Have a great week and be excellent to each other.
Peace out.